All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ki Sri Nityananda Prabhu ki Gaur Nitai ki. We are reading from Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita Antya Lila, chapter 6, text 52, on this auspicious occasion of Panihati Chidadahi festival. Panihati Chidadahi festival ki, Sri Nityananda Prabhu ki. Dadhi Chida Bhakshana Karaha. Antya Lila, chapter 6, text 52. 51 million? 51? Text 51. Dadi Chida Bhakshana Karaha Moragane Suni Anandita Haila Raghunatha Mane Dadi Chida Bhakshana Karaha Moragane Dadi Chida Bhakshana Karaha Moragane Suni Anandita Haila Raghunatha Mane Suni Anandita Haila Raghunatha Mane Dadi Chida Bhakshana Karaha Moragane Suni Anandita Haila Raghunatha Mane Dadi Chida Bhakshana Karaha Moragane Suni Anandita Haila Raghunatha Mane Dadi Chida Bhakshana Karaha Moragane Suni Anandita Haila Raghunatha Mane Chida Bhakshana Suni Anandita Haila Raghunatha Bhakshana Karaha Moragane Suni Anandita Haila Raghunatha Mane Chida Bhakshana Karaha Moragane Suni Anandita Haila Bhakshana Karaha Moragane Shunyanandita Hala Raghunathamam Yadichida Bhakshanakam Shunyanandita Hala Mataji's Yadichida Bhakshanakara Hamoragane Sunyanandita Hala Raghunatham Bhakshanakara Hamoragane Sunyanandita Hala Raghunatham. Word meaning? Dadhi, yogurt. Chida, chipped rice. Bhakshanakaraha, feed. Moragane, my associates. Suni, hearing. Anandita Haila, became very happy. Raghunatha, Raghunath Das, Mane, in the mind. Translation by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. Make a festival and feed all my associates yogurt and chipped rice. Hearing this, Raghunath Das was greatly pleased. Please repeat. Make a festival and feed all my associates yogurt and chipped rice. Hearing this, Raghunath Das was greatly pleased. Om Ajnanatimrandasya Jnananjanasalakaya Sakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha Mukam Karoti Vachalam Pangum Langayate Girim Yat Kripatamaham Vande Sri Gurum Dinatarinam Paramananda Madhavam Sri Krishna Chaitanya Devam Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Namo Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Nitinamine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvisesha Shunyavadi Pastacha Desatarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Today is the auspicious occasion of Panihati Chidadahi festival of Sri Raghunath Das Goswami. So in this verse there is an order from Nityananda Prabhu, Sri Nityananda Prabhu, to make a festival of Chida and Dahi and feed all his associates, Nityananda Prabhu's associates. So on this occasion we discuss this pastime of Chidadahi festival. Raghunath Das Goswami, later Raghunath Das, he was son of Govardhan Muzumdar, and Govardhan Muzumdar's elder brother was Hiranya Das. And Raghunath Das actually had the association of Haridas Thakur in his childhood. Haridas Thakur was there, and by his association he got a lot of blessings. And with that blessings, when Raghunath Das was 15 years old, 15 saal, 15, he actually went to Shantipur and met Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And he got blessings of Lord Chaitanya, even when he was 15 years old. And he actually wanted to join Chaitanya Mahaprabhu when he was 15, minor. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, no, you go back home. Do your duties. We can see later. So, Raghunath Das Goswami came back home. He was acting like a very, any other ordinary grahastha. He's already married. Those days, they get married very early. He's already married. And even though he acted in all material household duties, because of the mercy of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, internally he was renounced. Internally he was not attached to any of the material, happiness. Internally he was renounced, but externally he was doing all the activities any other grahastha or businessman will do. Setting an example how to be balancing one's life, internal and external. Sometimes it's very difficult. You get carried away. But it is necessary. Like lotus leaf in the water. It makes the balance of being in the water and not affected by water. So, in the area of Saptagram, there was one Muslim, Turk, Chaudhry, who was actually collecting tax on behalf of the government. The government allows in small areas different people to collect tax and then deposit it in the treasury. Not that government has to go everywhere to collect tax, huge country. So, Raghunath Das Goswami's father and his uncle, they took the service of collecting tax, which was done by the Turk before. And the Muslim Chaudhry was very unhappy because he lost his job. So he was wondering what is happening, how tax is collected. Actually, Hiranyadas, he was collecting 20 lakh coins. 20 lakh coins. And the arrangement is, he is supposed to deliver to the government 15 lakh coins, 75%. And 25% is service charge. Collection ke liye service charge. He is supposed to keep only 5 lakh coins. Whereas Hiranyadas was keeping 8 lakh coins, 3 lakhs extra. 3 lakhs coin is a big thing. So the Chaudhry could find out, estimate is 20 lakh, but this fellow is delivering only 12 instead of 15. So he went and complained to the government, saying that no, these people are cheating you. 3 lakh coins, they are cheating. So government officials came to arrest Hiranyadas and Govardhan Muzumdar by knowing that arrest is coming. So they absconded. In the house, Raghunath Das was there. They came and arrested. Where is your father? Where is your uncle? So you are under arrest. For your father and uncle's mistake, you are under arrest. Put him in the jail. So this Muslim Chaudhry, he wanted to find out from Raghunath where his father and uncle were, which he didn't know anyway. So he will come very close to beat him. When he saw Raghunath, very young boy, very cute looking, he would not beat him. He will come to beat, but he won't beat him. So Raghunath Das was wondering how to get out of this prison. So he actually spoke to the Chaudhry that, my dear sir, you and my father and uncle, you are all friends actually. Same age group, and you are friends. And you are together sometimes. And when you fight, you also fight. Then what is that I am supposed to do? It is between you and my father and uncle and all. And why unnecessarily you are trying to harass me? because you are of my father's age, you are also like my father only. And I am like your son. He was emotionally trying to influence him. I am like your son. See, I am very young son. I am dependent on you. You should take care of me. You are trying to beat me. The Muslim Chaudhry was very moved by Raghunath Das Goswami's words. Shri Shri Radha Ras Bihari Ji ki, Shri Shri Sitaram Lakshman Hanuman ki, Shri Shri Gaur Nitai ki, Srila Prabhupada ki. So the Muslim Chaudhry was very much moved and he started crying. Oh, you are like my son. Yeah, you are like my son. I will take care of you. Success. Said, I will release you on one condition. You do one thing. You go and speak to your father and uncle. And I am also a stakeholder. I was collecting the tax. I should also get something, So you arrange with them and tell them they should also share something with me and we will all together work, This is called win-win situation. In any negotiation, the negotiation will be successful when there is a win-win. If you are the winner, opposite is the loser, nahi chalega. It won't be successful. It may look like successful for a very short duration, but it won't be successful. Management technique. Raghunath said, yes, I will arrange. So he went and spoke to his father and uncle. He said, Hare bhai, unko bhi thoda dena padega, nahi to you have to be hiding like this only. He said, okay. Settlement made. So Muslim Chaudhry ka bhi thoda de diya, in log ko bhi rakh diya. So chalo, everyone will be happy. Win-win situation. So in this way, Raghunath Das Goswami, even very young age, he was very smart. To make a proper win-win deal. So in this way, life went on and Raghunath Das Goswami always was feeling, too long I am staying here, now I should join Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So he would run away from the house. By the way, he is already married. Young girl, he is 15 means what? She must be 12, 10, 8, whatever. Young girl and very rich, Muzumdar, very rich. But then, because his inside inspiration to serve Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was so much that this didn't really affect him. Wanted to run. So his father used to keep 10 gods. Whenever he ran away, they will go and bring him back. Exactly like some new bhaktas join, the parents come. New bhakta director, parents come. Give our son. We want him back. Right? He said, please take. Parents are always affectionate to the children. They want to have their physical presence with them. Give. So, Govardhan Muzumdar, bring him back. So, he will run away, he'll bring him back. Run away, it used to be like a daily affair, every day. Once, Raghunath Das Goswami's mother told his father, Govardhan Muzumdar, this fellow is running again and again. Why don't you bind him with a rope? एक रस्सी से बांध लेना, भागेगा नहीं. So Govardhan Muzumdar said, what are you talking? The rope is actually physically binding. But then, wealth, money, and beautiful wife, association of opposite sex, these are also a kind of binding. Bound. But this binding is much stronger than physical rope. Physical rope को तो easily काट सकता है. But attachment to opposite sex, attachment to money is so much so that it is not very easy to cut. And this cannot bind him. What the physical rope can do? What the physical rope can? नहीं होने. So, life went on like this. And one day, Raghunath Das heard that Sri Nityananda Prabhu was visiting Panihati, the nearby place, Panihati. He thought, oh, I should go to meet Lord Nityananda. So, in the village of Panihati, on the banks of Ganga, huge tree, Nityananda Prabhu was sitting with all his associates. And Raghunath Das Goswami saw from a distance Nityananda Prabhu was sitting, and immediately paid obeisances from a long distance. And somebody informed Nityananda Prabhu that Raghunath is paying obeisances to you. Raghunath has come. So Nityananda Prabhu said, Raghunath, bring him here. Bring him here close. Why is long distance? He is paying away. Bring him here. He's a thief. Why is he paying obeisance at the long distance? So they brought him close to Lord Nityananda. And Nityananda said, Raghunath, you are a thief. Why are you not coming close? You are keeping distance far away. Come here. Came close. And he put his lotus feet on his head. Punishment. Kept his lotus feet on his head. And then said, I need to punish you. The punishment to you is Dadichida Bhakshana Karaha Moragane. The punishment is to all my associates, you feed Chidadahi. Sometimes small mistakes done by devotees, punishment is to serve Mahaprasad. ठीक है, थोड़ा छोटा मोटा गलती कर दिया ना, सबको प्रसाद खिलाना. If you are not bringing Mahaprasad, at least serve prasadam in the prasadam hall. Serving prasadam is service, and sometimes छोटा मोटा गलती के लिए punishment जैसा दिया जाता है. So Nityananda Prabhu ordered. This is actually the words of Nityananda Prabhu. Dahi chida bhakshana karaha moragane. Moragane, my associates. Because he came with a large entourage. So please feed Dahi chida. Dahi chida festival banao. So Raghunath Das, when he heard that the punishment is to feed the devotees, he said very happy. When somebody is telling to serve prasad, one should be happy. Raghunath Das is happy. Yes, no problem. By the way, he is a very wealthy, rich man. His father is a zamindar. The opulences of Indra, it is said that their opulence was as good as Indra's opulence. So much rich. No problem. So in this way, Raghunath Das Goswami, he went to the village and he purchased everything wholesale. He wanted dahi, wanted milk, then chida, that is chipped rice, flat rice, bananas, sugar, ghee, all these things were purchased. Every shop they went, kitna hai? Pura de do. There are so many associates, Every shop became empty actually. So, with all the items, then they came and they had 400. All these things were made in earthen pot, clay pot. Because there is no cooking, like very heavy cooking is involved. So, bring the dahi, bring the doodh ka to garam karna padega, not like a heavy making rasgulla, rasmalai like that. They brought huge pots and they had 7 huge pots for preparation, in which in some pots were milk and they are soaked in, this chipped rice is soaked in milk and some pots are soaked in dahi. And they had 400 bigger pots for service. Service is also in pot. Preparation is also in the pot. And eating also is going to be in the pot. Eating ke liye chota pot. Small pots. Small size, medium size, big size. So, the chipped rice in one side was soaked in hot milk, and then condensed milk is added to that, and then sugar and champa kela. Kela, there are special varieties of kela. Champa kela was brought for doodh chida. Doodh mein chida dalta hai. Sugar, ghee and camphor added, made very fragrant. And all these pots were prepared, and Nityananda Prabhu, he changed his cloth by noontime this is, and then he came and sat on the raised platform, and all his close associates also sat with him. And in front of Nityananda Prabhu, 7 pots were brought. Bigger pot, not small pots. Small pots are for other devotees. For Nityananda Prabhu, bigger pots. 7 pots were arranged. And knowing that there is a festival, prasadam distribution means the news spreads very fast. And from nearby places also they said, oh, there is a festival, Nityananda Prabhu has come. They also started coming. Everybody is welcome. There was no coupons distributed at the time. Jo aayega prasad de den. So Nityananda Prabhu welcomed the scholars and the brahmanas, and he also made them to sit close to him on the raised platform. All of them sat down. And all the devotees, they were given 2 earthen pots, small pots, eating pots. And in one Chidadahi, in another Chidadahi served. And the devotees first, the close associates sat on the raised platform. The raised platform was full. Then people started sitting down. That also is full. Then people started sitting on the banks of Ganga. Banks of Ganga, sand is there. People started coming more. There is no place. Then people started standing in the water. But do aadme do part de diya. So everybody was given these 2 pots, and when the news spread, the neighboring villages, they also brought the items, because they also brought the bananas, chip rice, dahi, doodh, all the merchants, from the neighboring village they came, because everybody said there is a festival, chalo. Festival means you go to the festival and sell your items. So Raghunath Das Goswami purchased all the items, and the preparation was made. Unko bhi 2 part de diya, tum bhi kao. Sale bhi ho gaya, prasad bhi mil gaya. Even the merchants, everybody was given 2 pots. So in this way, everyone was served prasad, and at that time, Raghav Pandit came. Raghav Pandit is one of the close associates of Gaur Nitai, and every day he would prepare very nectarian prasad for Gauranga and Nityananda Prabhu. And Gauranga Mahaprabhu and Nityananda Prabhu in his house, every day he will feed. Some days, Gauranga Mahaprabhu and Nityananda Prabhu will personally eat in his house. Every day. So, Raghav Pandit came and he brought some prasad and said, what is this, Nityananda? You are sitting here. I made the lunch in the house and nothing is touched. You please come and have the lunch in my house. And Nityananda Prabhu said, nahi, abhi idhar kaane ka hai. I belong to a covered community. And I like to go out and do picnic. And today my picnic is in Panihatti. So on the banks of river, sitting with all my associates, this is nice. Evening I will come and eat in your place. Now, idhar, you, hey, inko bhi 2 part de do. Actually, Krishna and Balaram, they, every day in Braj, they used to go, taking the calves in the beginning, after that cows also. They used to go to different places. They like to go to different places and do picnic. Whatever they bring from the home, they eat. And then play. Especially on the banks of Yamuna, They sit down and sit and eat. There is a description about how Lord Krishna, along with all the cowherd boys in the Brahma Vimohana Leela. On that day, Balaram was not there because it was his birthday. Otherwise, every other day, Balaram, Krishna, they all used to go with the associates and sit and eat. And he said, no, today my picnic is in Panihati. I am going to eat here. Evening I will come to your place. So in this way, like Vana Bhojan, go to different places and Bhojan Karna. So, Nityananda Prabhu then meditated upon, because Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was missing. Krishna and Balaram all the time go to picnic. He meditated. Nityananda Prabhu meditated on Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came there. Not everybody could see. So as soon as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came, Nityananda Prabhu got up and then he went and took something from the pot, chip rice, and he was going like this, and sweet rice, the chip rice is vanishing. Everybody is saying, what Nityananda Prabhu is doing? Very close associates could see Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is eating. And then somebody is seeing from the pot, chip rice is coming like that and Nityananda Prabhu is eating. क्या हो रहा है? ऐसा जा रहा है, vanish हो रहा है, इधर से आ रहा है. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is taking some morsels of Chidadahi and feeding to Nityananda Prabhu. So in this way, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Nityananda Prabhu, they were having wonderful pastime of enjoying Chidadahi in Panihati. Then both of them, after doing rounds, they sat together and enjoyed the Chidadahi served in the Panihati festival. And Nityananda Prabhu made everybody to chant, Hari Hari! Hari Hari! So in this way, it was tumultuous. And by hearing this, more people started coming. Kya ho raha hai? Kuch to, some sound happens, people start coming also. No? So everybody came. They were sumptuously fed with Chidadahi. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Nityananda Prabhu, they enjoyed. And Nityananda Prabhu, after finishing, he gave 7 pots were kept, right? 4 pots of Chidadahi is given to Raghunath Das Goswami. This is for you, take. And remaining 3 pots are distributed as Mahaprasad to everyone. Thoda. Raghunath Das Goswami has given. Then Raghunath Das Goswami garlanded Nityananda Prabhu, put sandalwood paste, and betel nuts were served. Betel nuts, not for brahmacharis, deities. Betel nuts, Nityananda Prabhu can enjoy. So in this way, Nityananda Prabhu took rest, and Raghunath Das Goswami, along with others, they also enjoyed Chidadahi Mahaprasad from Gauranga Mahaprabhu and Nityananda Prabhu. So in the evening, Nityananda Prabhu went to the house of Raghav Pandit, because Raghav Pandit, he came and he said, you have to come and honor the preparations made in my house. So Nityananda Prabhu went and he started dancing, making everyone to dance in the Harinam Sankirtan, and he was also dancing. When Nityananda Prabhu danced, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu comes to watch. So in this way, the fortunate devotees could see that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is also dancing along in the Kirtan along with Nityananda Prabhu. So, after the sweet Kirtan, then Prasadam distribution. So Raghav Pandit made Nityananda Prabhu sit, and on the right hand side of Nityananda Prabhu, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also sat. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Nityananda Prabhu. And all the items prepared by Raghav Pandit was served. It is said that all the items used to be like nectar, amrit, top quality. No more salt, no less salt, and no more sweet, less sweet. Perfect. First class preparation. And it is said that Srimati Radharani used to come and personally cook in the kitchen of Raghav Pandit. Then you can't expect anything less. And also, Raghav Pandit is a gopi named Dhanishta. Dhanishta, who actually prepares all the food items for Krishna in Krishna Lila. So, expert cook from Krishna Lila is engaged in the service in Gaur Lila also, preparations. That is why Gauranga Mahaprabhu and Nityananda Prabhu personally would come and eat. So, in this way, all the devotees, they were served prasad, and some devotees said, Raghunath, you also sit and take prasad. Raghavan said, no, you will take later. Because you take later, you will get something very special also. You will take later. So, prasadam service was done, and again, sandalwood pulp, garland, etc., betel nuts were served. And after service, Raghav Pandit came and he brought from the personal plate of Gauranga Mahaprabhu and Nityananda Prabhu and he gave it to Raghunath Das Goswami. See, waiting means you get something special. He said, take this Mahaprasad from Gaur Nitai. Your material bondage will be finished. He knew that what is, Raghunath Das Goswami's heartfelt desire. ये खा लेना हरिबोल हो जाएगा. So in this way, Raghunath Das Goswami enjoyed the Mahaprasad from the plate of Gauranga Mahaprabhu and Nityananda Prabhu. And next day morning, again, on the same place, Nityananda Prabhu sat, Panihati, under the tree. He was sitting. Raghunath Das Goswami went to him and he said that, my dear Lord, please give your blessings so that I can achieve the shelter of Gauranga Mahaprabhu. Please give the blessings. So, Raghunath Das Goswami, I tried many times, I was not successful. Kuch to missing hai. I think I should get your blessings. Please bless. And Raghunath Das Goswami realized that without getting the blessings of Nityananda Prabhu, you cannot get the shelter of Gauranga Mahaprabhu. He said, my dear Lord, Nityananda Prabhu, without your mercy, I cannot get the no mercy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Please, give me your mercy so that I can get shelter. So, in this way, Nityananda Prabhu again placed his lotus feet on the head of Raghunath Das Goswami. Again and again getting lotus feet on the head. How much fortunate. And Nityananda Prabhu said, this Raghunath, his opulence is equivalent to Indra's. So much wealth. And he has got a nice wife. But his heart is always feeling separation for the lotus feet of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He said, all the associates, you all bless him. Nityananda Prabhu himself can bless actually. He said, Nityananda Prabhu, the Lord means not alone actually. All his associates are also with him. He is telling all of you also bless him. All of you bless him. So that very soon he will achieve the shelter of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So in this way, Raghunath Das Goswami was blessed by Nityananda Prabhu and all his associates. And Nityananda Prabhu said, because you arranged the Panihati Chidadahi festival, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu personally came to give you mercy. Everybody could not see, but Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came to personally give the mercy, and that is the point from where Raghunath Das Goswami is taking next step to become Goswami actually. So, with all the blessings, Raghav Pandit also gave a lot of Mahaprasad to him for him to eat on the way, and Raghunath Das Goswami gave sufficient gold coin, 100 gold coins, lot of gold coins to the treasurer of Nityananda. Nityananda Prabhu was a treasurer ka diya, keep this. And he gave also sufficient wealth for Raghav Pandit for engaging in the service of his deities. So in this way, Raghunath Das Goswami, after the Pani Hati, Chidadahi festival, he came home. When he came home, he was staying outside the house. So in the Zamindar and all, it's a huge like palatial mansion kind of thing. So outside the house, they will have what is known as Durga Mandap. Durga Mandap is for doing some ceremonies and festivals and things like that. Generally, the Grahasthas live in the private quarters inside, but he was not going inside the house only. He was sleeping in the Durga Mandap outside. खाना पीना सब बाहर ही, घर का बाहर, घर में रह रहा है फिर भी घर का बाहर है. So one day, Yadunandan Acharya, who is actually disciple of Advaita Acharya, he was the family priest. And he came to Raghunath Das Goswami. In the night, it was late in the night. So Yadunandan Acharya said, actually I had a disciple who was doing the deity service and he has left the service, he is not coming. So why don't you speak to him? Raghunath, why don't you influence him so that he can resume his service? Even those days, pujaris used to leave the service and go away. Pujari ka hamesha problem hai. So, Raghunath Das Goswami said, no problem, because thoda unko extra paisa chahiye. So, mid of the night, Raghunath Das Goswami started walking with Yadunandan Acharya and talking, saying that, no, I will do the needful, you don't have to worry. By the time they walked outside the house, the guards, 10 guards, Raghunath's father used to keep 10 guards, alert guards, so that if he goes away to catch him back. That day, by the mercy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, they were sleeping like gods of Kamsa. They were sleeping deep. They didn't know that Raghunath is walking out. And Raghunath walked far away from the house. And he then thought, oh, chance mil raha hai. He told Yadunandan Acharya, I will take care of that, that pujari, don't worry. Please, you go and take rest. I will go and speak to him and come. You go. Paid obeisances and sent him to a house. Nobody is there. Escape. He started walking. And the guards got up in the morning. They couldn't find Raghunath. They said, Raghunath is not there. Then he said, go quickly, find out where Raghunath is. In the vicinity, could not be found. And Raghunath, in the meantime, started walking very fast. It is said he used to walk 30 miles a day, which is about 48 kilometers. More or less like 2 times doing Govardhan Parikrama. And eating, no arrangement. He will walk, he will find some cow shed in a village and he is tired and he will lie down. And the milkman will see, Hare, this sadhu jaisa hai. He is very tired. They will give him some milk. That's all. If somebody gives. So in this way, Raghunath Das Goswami started going towards Jagannath Puri because he heard there are group of devotees from Bengal coming to Jagannath Puri for the Rath Yatra. Rath Yatra hai na abhi? Another 1.5 months is left. Chidadahi festival. Uska baad. Rath Yatra, they were coming. He said, no, I will also go and join. So Govardhan Muzumdar also knew that Bengal devotees are coming. So he sent the letter. The leader of the devotees from Bengal is Sivananda Sen. My dear sir, please give my son back. Asking the son back is not something new. 500 years ka parampara chal raha hai. Please give my son back. So all these 10 servants came to Sivananda Sen. Said, Govardhan Muzumdar has sent. He wants his son Raghunath. Idhar to aaya nahi. He didn't come here. That is also a very standard statement that you Idhar gaya malum nahi. of course, Sivananda Sen didn't get Raghunath. He didn't go to him. So in this way, Raghunath Das Goswami kept walking in the route that is not normally taken by the yatris, forest route. Forest route. 12 days he has to walk. 12 days. And out of these 12 days, he could eat something only on 3 days. 9 days fasting, like Nirjala Ekadasi. 9 days he was fast and walk also 48 kilometers. Not just only fasting and walking. Only 3 days he could eat. 9 days he has to fast. And finally he reached Puri and he came to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was sitting with his associates headed by Swarup Damodar Goswami. And when devotees informed Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu that Raghunath has come, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu called Raghunath, came and he clasped the feet of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, tightly held the feet of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, whereas Chaitanya Mahaprabhu raised him and embraced him actually. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu embraced him and he said that Lord Krishna's mercy is very powerful on you. You are delivered. You are delivered. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is telling, you are delivered from the family life, which is like, stool pit, suffering in the material world, material life. He had the opulence of Indra actually. Still, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, it's a dirty pit and he just came out of it by the mercy of Lord Krishna. Sri Raghunath Das Goswami said, no, I don't know who is Krishna. I simply know your mercy. You please bless me, so that is what I know. I don't know actually Krishna where he is. So Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu blessed Raghunath Das Goswami and he actually kept him under the care of Swarup Damodar Goswami. Raghunath Bhatta Goswami is also there. He is Raghunath Das Goswami. So Raghunath is under Swarup Damodar. So he is known as Swarupera Raghu. Swarup Damodar's Raghu. So Swarup Damodar Goswami was the very intimate associate of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And Swarup Damodar Goswami and Ramananda Rai, these are the very two intimate associates who will assist Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in his very intimate pastimes of mood of separation in Gambhir. So Swarup Damodar Goswami also kept a diary of various pastimes of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And that diary, because Raghunath Das Goswami was under Swarup Damodar, he had the access to it. And with that diary only, Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita was composed by Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, because Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami was with Raghunath Das Goswami in Radhakund. In Radhakund, Shamkund Radhakund area, you can see, Raghunath Das Goswami Samadhi is there, everybody knows. Also there is a, Bhajan Kutir of Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, where this Chaitanya Charitamrita is compiled, just very nearby. So Raghunath Das Goswami had all the diary of all the pastimes written down by Swarup Damodar Goswami. So in this way, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu asked Raghunath Das Goswami to go take bath, take darshan of Jagannath, and then take prasad. Sequence, important sequence. So he walked for 12 days, So take bath, brush yourself, take Jagannath darshan and take Jagannath and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's mercy. Govinda delivered sumptuous prasad to Raghunath Das Goswami, which he enjoyed. And from that point onwards, Raghunath Das Goswami started slowly exhibiting his renunciation. So much so that is considered an emblem of renunciation. Renunciation. Sometimes Mayavadis are very proud of their renunciation. Compared to Raghunath Das Goswami, they don't stand anywhere close. Raghunath Das Goswami and went on to become, by taking the mercy, went to Vrindavan, Braj, where he made Radhakund his base and he performed his bhajan. So in this way, Raghunath Das Goswami conducted this wonderful Chidadahi festival today. And in his life, if you see, he got the association in the very childhood of Haridas Thakur, which helped him to come to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and take his blessings. Because of that blessings in Shantipur, he was not attached in his family life. Otherwise, anybody could be just carried away. He was not attached. Even though he took the blessings of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he was not able to get his full shelter. He came and he was trying to go back, and it was not happening. Unless Nityananda Prabhu gives the blessings, one cannot get the shelter of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. One cannot directly go to Gauranga Mahaprabhu and take shelter. Nityananda Prabhu gives a recommendation letter that will not be dishonored. So in this way, Raghunath Das Goswami's getting the blessings of Nityananda Prabhu is the wonderful occasion of Chidadahi festival. So Nityananda Prabhu made him to, first you do service and then blessings. Seedha aake blessings nahi lena, pehla service. So he made him to serve the Vaishnavas, serve Gauranga Mahaprabhu, serve Nityananda. By means of it, he got the blessings of Nityananda Prabhu. By getting the blessings of Nityananda Prabhu, then he got the shelter of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. By getting the shelter of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he got the shelter of Sri Radhakund, shelter of Radha and Krishna, Shyam Kund, Radhakund, and he could perfect his devotional service, setting an exemplary standard for performing devotional service of bhajan. Extraordinary standard. So in this way, we remember this Chidadahi festival and pray to Srila Raghunath Das Goswami, one of the 6 Goswamis, that we also get opportunity like Chidadahi festival to serve Nityananda Prabhu and his associates, so that we can get their blessings to get the shelter of Gauranga Mahaprabhu. If we get the shelter of Gauranga Mahaprabhu and Nityananda Prabhu, then we have some hope for getting the shelter at the lotus feet of Sri Sri Radha and Krishna, and perform our devotional service and perfect it and go back home, back to Godhead. So we remember this wonderful pastime today, and we also learn lessons how to, by serving Gauranga Mahaprabhu and Nityananda Prabhu, we can make progress in our Krishna consciousness. We'll stop here. Any questions or comments?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. So as we heard that Srila Raghunath Das Goswami, by serving Nityananda Prabhu, he got the blessings, and then he got Mahaprabhu's blessings, and then he could dedicate his life. So as our bhaktas join and they face these challenges, one challenge is from the family side, but one challenge is inside. That themselves they sometimes become weak, how to deal with parents, and many devotees they go back home. So what will you advise them in today's, in this temple, or in what way they can serve so that they can get blessings, so that their own determination increases and they can face their parents?
Today's challenges are very not as much as compared to Raghunath Das Goswami was facing. Today also, when a devotee wants to join, definitely he has got some inspiration. That's why he wants to join, right? But that inspiration should be flamed in such a way that it becomes very strong. That inspiration should not be carried away by the emotions. When the parents comes, they will definitely emotionally try to take a devotee back home, back to material world. And we are also saying we want to also go back home. So it is the problem of what is home. And the parents are thinking their home is there are some house, some flat, or some village, or even the mansion somewhere in the zamindar, anything actually. So it's all about going back home actually. They are thinking going back home means their house, some flat. And we are thinking, no, that is not home because you lose it. That's a temporary. I want a permanent home. So the whole problem is they don't have the idea of what is our permanent situation, what is our goal. So in that situation, they may try to emotionally influence you. And the first thing will be, your mother will come and cry. That will be very difficult for you to take it. So you have to strengthen your heart. The heart is the seat of emotions. Heart is the seat of emotions. So you have to make it heart strong. Strong. It doesn't mean that you outright reject anything, but internally, like Raghunath Das Goswami is teaching us how to be internally and externally behaving. He came after meeting Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in Shantipur, he came home. But when he came home, he was acting like a pound shilling man. But internally he was renounced, he was not attached. So that internal development of detachment is very necessary. Even if they come and ask you to go, you may just go for a couple of days and come back also. That's not the point. You can satisfy them. They think that actually you are misdirected and they are trying to direct. So it's a difference of perspectiveness of what is right and what is wrong. But we know that we are directed by Bhagavad Gita. We know that we are directed by Lord Krishna. We know that we are directed by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Nityananda Prabhu. We know that we are directed by Prabhupada. And this direction is the right direction. And they don't have the idea. We have to be compassionate for them. Take it. I'll come. We have a training program, 1 year training we are having. After that I will come home. We have list of things to give. Tell them how to convince them. So we have the list. So 1 साल का training program है, बाद में आता है. They will wait for 1 year. Then after 1 year, we have advanced training program. क्योंकि advancement हो गया ना 1 साल में. Some or other. After some time they will know what's what. So it's a matter of we not giving up our permanent goal for being emotionally influenced. Emotions is okay, but then at the end of the day, intelligence has to be there. You'll have to take the sword of knowledge and cut the knot of attachment. That teachings of Bhagavad Gita. You have to make your heart a little bit strong-hearted, at least to cut down the emotional influences from the family, because that is not the permanent solution. That you have done millions of times. Coming to the temple, if not Hare Krishna temple, Gaudiya Mutt, if not Gaudiya Mutt, maybe some Ramanuja Mutt or some other Mutt. Coming to the Mutt, joining, parents coming and emotionally influencing you, going back. This you have done millions of times. Overcoming it and staying it, you have not succeeded properly. That's why we are here. Do it. Try it. जो हुआ नहीं उसको तो करना चाहिए ना. Every time you have done same thing, you are doing what? You understand what I'm telling? We have done it a lot of times, trying to become sadhu, and the parents coming and taking back. Even in the ancient time, it could have happened also. But what has not happened is staying back in the spiritual path, practicing devotional service, purifying the heart, cleansing the heart completely, qualifying yourself to go back home, back to God. That you have not done. Guaranteed. Anybody wants to challenge? The very fact we are sitting here is this is not done. Wait, try it now. What's the big deal? So many times we have tried. One time at least you can try. Now, one time I can give my life to Krishna. When you make this strong in your heart, the tears will not be able to disturb you. Try it out. Quite possible. Quite possible. It's not impossible. Everything is possible. Hare Krishna. Shakshi Gopal. What Shakshi you are going to give? Okay, sit down.
Hare. There is, you remember there's one devotee in BI. He became devotee and all. Then his parents came. They were requesting him and all. Afterwards, parents have started pretending to be devotees. And then they put altar and all. You remember?
This,
And then
what's the
this-
name? Wait, which? This one, Mukunda.
Somebody. Then they said, see, in the house also we have altar. We are offering prasadam. So why didn't you do devotional service at home? And then he, then he went back. After that, they threw altar and all.
You see, the material, actually, sometimes we think we are very smart. Others are also smart, we should know. You want to try to manipulate and cheat, they also will cheat you. So, you got the point? A new bhakta joined, the parents came and said, you want to do devotion, no? In our house also we will make the altar, do devotion service here. He said, very nice. He went home, after some time altar disappeared. And he appeared there only, he didn't come back here. So beware of all kinds of tricks, so that you can be more smarter for Krishna. You should be smarter. Don't be self-smartness will not work. You act in a smart way so that sincerely, and if you are sincere and serious to serve, you will be saved. If sincerity is not there, then difficulty.
Once,
Yes.
once we all went to Rasraj Prabhu and all, we went to Rishabdev Prabhu's house program. And then his father was teaching, telling to Rasraj Prabhu that according to Varnash Sandarbha, you should leave home at the age of 50, 55. Young people, they should marry and all. Then Rasraj Prabhu told him, you come to the temple and join, we will send back the boy. No, let him stay.
Rishabdev's father said, he said, you are keeping my wealth and your wealth I am keeping, something like that he said. So no parents will say, suppose your parents say that, no, you come home, you say that you join the temple, I will come home. Then you will see that. Yes.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Prabhuji, I would like to say like what you have said today right now, like devotees should give prasadam when they do mistakes or something like that. Am I right? You said that?
Small mistakes.
Yeah, small mistakes. So I would like to tell you, I was born in this temple. A lot of people know me. This finger doesn't work properly. And this was cut in Chopati temple. When I was small at 4th standard.
Stuck.
So finger is not cut. The ligament is cut.
How it happened?
I was cooking for devotees in Chopati temple. So who will be punishable? It will be me, myself. I did it for them.
You should thank Krishna wholeheartedly for saving your finger instead of your hand being cut.
Yeah, that's true.
Your past karma, if it had demanded your hand to be cut, and Krishna, because you are cooking for devotee, he only made a small token punishment for you. You should thank with your own hands. Take positive. Life is full
I am
of...
positive completely.
Be positive.
Till now, I don't say anything about it.
So,
But I would like to ask, like, who should be repairing this?
who should be?
Repairing this.
Your own karma demanded it should not be there. It is still there. You should be happy about it. Your past karma is like that. What can we do about it? You are responsible for that.
Okay.
Your karma, you are responsible. And that karma demanded your hand to be cut. And Krishna saved you. You should thank him. Why you are blaming him?
I'm not blaming him.
Nobody should be punished. You blame yourself for doing the past misdeed. Oh, I am such a rascal. I did so many nonsense. My hand should have been cut. Krishna saved me. Krishna, thank you very much. So that I can chant. This finger is there so that I can roll the beads. Krishna saved because he can roll the beads. Go roll your beads. For that he saved you. Otherwise, how you will do chanting? You can roll the beads?
Left hand, left hand.
Left hand, no problem. Roll chapati then. In any case, the point is, one should actually blame oneself for anything wrong happens in his life. Don't blame others. Don't blame others.
That time it was not ISKCON, it was League of Devotees.
Anything. You are cooking for the deities and the devotees. Names doesn't matter. Somebody chanting Hare Krishna is a devotee of Krishna. Brands are different. This brand may be there, that brand may be there. That's a different thing. You are serving the temple, you are serving the devotees. Krishna is there, Krishna saved you. Bas. Hare Krishna.
हरे कृष्णा, दंडवत प्रणाम प्रभु जी। प्रभु जी, मेरे दो क्वेश्चन थे। एक तो ये था कि भागवतम में उद्धव जी का और श्री कृष्ण भगवान का जो संवाद है जिसमें उन्होंने भागवत धर्म बताया है, उसमें उन्होंने
आज का चिड़ादही फेस्टिवल का बारे में लेक्चर हुआ है।
वो भी क्वेश्चन
हाँ, उसमें ही पूछिए, नहीं तो हमारा टाइम हो गया, अभी 9:20 हो गया, अभी तो ब्रेकफास्ट हो गया। फिर भी ठीक है, बोलिए।
तो ये वाला क्वेश्चन पूछ लूं। तो उन्होंने बोला था श्री कृष्ण भगवान ने कि सब में मेरा दर्शन करना मेरी प्राप्ति का सबसे उत्तम और सरल उपाय है। तो ये कॉन्शियस हम में आ जाए कि हम सब में भगवान के दर्शन कर पाए, ये कैसे पॉसिबल है?
कैसा पॉसिबल है? उसको ट्रेनिंग लगता है। छोटा छोटा चीज में ये पॉसिबल है। जैसा हम ब्रॉड माइंडेड हो जाता है, नैरो माइंडेड मतलब सेल्फिश हो जाता है। मेरा है, सपोज ये मेरा वस्तु है, इसका ऊपर मेरा आवश्यकता है, अटैचमेंट है, मेरा, मैं छोड़ना नहीं चाहता हूँ। कोई दूसरा है, ये मेरा है, दे दो वापस। ऐसा मेरा अटैचमेंट, पहला अटैचमेंट है मेरा शरीर का ऊपर। ये मेरा शरीर है, मेरा शरीर को कुछ नहीं होना चाहिए, मेरा शरीर अच्छा होना चाहिए, ये पहला अटैचमेंट है, सेल्फिशनेस। मेरा भाई बहन होगा, मेरा पहला देखना है, ये सब ठीक होने के बाद उनको मैं देखूंगा। नेक्स्ट लेवल ऑफ अटैचमेंट माई फैमिली। ये फैमिली के अंदर भी मेरे लिए तकलीफ हो जाएगा तो मेरे को बचने का बहुत जरूरी है, वो मरेगा, हमको क्या करना। मेरा फैमिली है, सोसाइटी है, कंट्री है, ऐसा ऐसा लेवल्स ऑफ अटैचमेंट होता है। जब भी हमारा दृष्टि ये विश्व में जो भी है वो भी मैं जैसा चाहता हूं ऐसे ही उनको भी मैं ट्रीटमेंट करूं। वसुधैव कुटुंबकम, मेरा फैमिली मेंबर है ये। वसुधैव कुटुंबकम, ये मेरा फैमिली। जो भी वसुधा मतलब अर्थ, एनीबडी हु इज बोर्न ऑन द अर्थ, आई फाइंड दैट ही इज ऑल्सो माई रिलेटिव। एक चिटिया भी होगा, इसको भी मेरे को थोड़ा रक्षा करना है। मेरा देशभक्ति होगा, देशभक्ति है, ये चिटिया है, इंडिया पाकिस्तान बॉर्डर में ऐसा ऐसा आता है। ये चिटिया इंडिया साइड आएगा तो मैं रक्षा करेगा, पाकिस्तान साइड आएगा तो मारेगा उसको। ये तो पाकिस्तान मेरा नहीं है ना, ये मेरा देश है, वो मेरा देश नहीं है, वो दुश्मन। ये नैरो माइंडेडनेस है एट द लेवल ऑफ नेशन। जब भी हमारा पूरा ब्रॉड माइंडेड हो जाएगा, जो विश्व में जैसा सब लोग हैं उनको सब रक्षा करना है, पर दुख का दुखी, उनका कोई भी तकलीफ होगा मेरे को मदद करना है। मैं देखेगा नहीं कौन सा फैमिली है, कौन सा देश है, कौन सा जात है, कौन सा ये वो कुछ नहीं देखेगा। वो जैसा ब्रॉड माइंडेड हो जाएगा उस समय पे आप भगवान को सब जगह पर देख सकते हैं, क्योंकि आप भगवान को उनका अंदर देख रहे हैं, इसके लिए उनका ऊपर आप रक्षा कर रहे हैं। आप चिटिया को नहीं देख रहा है, चिटिया के अंदर परमात्मा बैठे उनको देख रहे हैं आप। तो आपको सब जगह पर आपको भगवान को देखना है, अपना विजन को ब्रॉड करना है, ब्रॉड माइंडेड। वो ब्रॉड माइंडेड है वसुधैव कुटुंबकम। वसुधैव कुटुंबकम को हम प्रैक्टिकल लाइफ में जैसा करेंगे ना, बोलने से नहीं होता है, करने से होता है। जैसे हम वसुधैव कुटुंबकम को हमारा लाइफ में इंप्लीमेंट करेंगे उस समय पे आप देख सकता है सब जगह पर भगवान को। हरे कृष्णा।
ओके, दूसरा क्वेश्चन ये है प्रभु जी कि जैसे आपने कहा कि चैतन्य महाप्रभु जी की कृपा पाने के लिए नित्यानंद प्रभु की कृपा की जरूरत है तो वो कैसे प्राप्त कर सकते हैं?
अपना गुरु का चरण पकड़िए, प्रभुपाद जी का चरण पकड़िए, प्रभुपाद का आदेश पालन कीजिए। जैसा प्रभुपाद का आदेश पालन करेगा, वो आदेश पालन करने करते करते आपको नित्यानंद प्रभु का चरण में लेके जाएगा। और आदि गुरु है, ये गुरु आपका उनके पास भेजेगा। नित्यानंद प्रभु इधर लेफ्ट ऑल्टर से शुरू करना है, प्रभुपाद का चरण पकड़ना है, भक्ति सिद्धांत का चरण पकड़ना है, फिर नित्यानंद प्रभु मिलेगा, फिर उनका चरण से गौरव महाप्रभु का चरण पकड़ना है, उधर से आपको ट्रांसफर करेगा नेक्स्ट ऑल्टर में उधर।
थैंक यू वेरी मच प्रभु जी। हरे कृष्णा।
हरे कृष्णा। लास्ट क्वेश्चन, व्हाट इज दैट?
Hare Krishna. Thank you very much for the very wonderful class. So you explained very nicely how Raghunath Das Goswami is an emblem of renunciation. And while he was in the family life, Nityan Prabhu ordered him that you should distribute Chidadahi festival. So he arranged very gorgeously for everyone's. And then later on in his life, he became so detached that he wanted to. So then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ordered at that time only that, and he was called as Swarupera Raghu. And, you be under, like Nityanand Prabhu, he got the mercy of Nityanand Prabhu. And he understood that I cannot actually get Gaurang Mahaprabhu's mercy without consulting Nityanand Prabhu and all. But later on in his life, when Raghunath Das Goswami started, living in Jagannath Puri, going to Durga Mandap and things like that. So my small question was that, why didn't he consulted? Because this was not recommended, right, by Nityanand Prabhu, that to live like that, such an austere life, because we cannot attain Krishna by austerities. So what was the actual mood of Raghunath Das Goswami when he was actually trying to live like that, completely renounced?
No, you cannot achieve Krishna by austerity. When you mean what? What do you mean? Material austerities will not lead you.
So what was, so why he was torturing so much? And that was like,
That why was he doing? Whatever we try to do, that should be authorized by somebody. We can't do whimsically. Authorization should come from the bona fide authority. So by the way, Raghunath Das Goswami, first he actually, first few days he was given wonderful prasad. He was nicely taking, because he was not eating for 12 days, he was taking prasad. Then life became normal. Especially when you join, immediately you get some nice prasad. After that, slowly, life becomes normal, right? Then his father came to know that he is in Puri, and then he used to send money. Govardhan Muzumdar used to send money. And then Raghunath Das Goswami, yes, money. I will take money from my father and then I will host prasad for all the devotees of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He used to take money. लेकर के सबको आनंद बाजार में जाके खरीद करके सबको feast करता था. Then after some days, hey, what is this? My father is earning money by all materialistic thing. Why should I take and serve? बोल दिया, stop. I am not going to take. Next level. Then he was standing. Then how to eat? Then he was standing in front of Simhadwar. And then people go to Ananda Bazar and they give prasad. Then sadhu is standing, they will give some prasad, like begging. He was taking prasad. After some days he was thinking, when I am standing here, somebody is coming. Oh, that person is going to give or not, he is not giving, going. That one is going to give, this one is going, what is this? Like a prostitute is looking for a customer. Then what he did? Then in Jagannath Puri, they sell rice, right? They keep it for some time. Then tomorrow, it doesn't sell. Then they throw that rice to the area where cows, see in the villages and all, cows go and eat the rice also, right? They will throw it in a place where cows eat. Sometimes they throw actually the rice which is so rotten that it will smell so bad. वो गाय आएगा, cow will come and see, ये भी नहीं खा सकते. See, our tolerance level is different than the animal's tolerance level, by the way. Sometimes when we say it is not good for me, animals say no problem, मेरा टॉलरेंस का अंदर है, चलो मैं खा लेगा. अभी गाय का टॉलरेंस से बाहर गया, गाय भी नहीं खाता था. This rice, rotten Jagannath Mahaprasad ki jai. He will take that rice and he will wash it because outer portion is actually giving smell. उसका inner portion में इतना smell नहीं है, उसको थोड़ा wash करेगा ना, अंदर में जो है वो इतना smell नहीं था. He will wash it outer thing and he will take that prasad. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, hey, where is this Raghunath? आजकल दिखाई नहीं दे रहा है. Devotee said, Mahaprabhu, he is taking, he is collecting some rice from the, garbage bin. And from there he is washing the rice and eating. Oh, really? Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came to him and said, Raghunath, you are hiding something very valuable. You are not giving to me. क्या है? दिखाओ, दिखाओ, दिखाओ. He snatched from his hand and he ate himself. Who? Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu did not tell him, अरे तू पागल है क्यों ऐसा सब कहता है? अच्छा आओ इधर मैं महाप्रसाद देता हूँ. No. This is endorsement. Chapa. So he is endorsed by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to perform such a severe austerity to set example for others. उतना नहीं करेगा तो कम से कम कुछ तो कर. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu granted permission for Raghunath Das Goswami to do the austerity because he wanted to set the highest standard. Even Vaishnavas can do. Don't Mayavadi. क्या समझते हैं अपने आप को? देखो हमारा आदमी क्या किया है. So setting the highest standard. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu approved it. So no question of anybody contesting that. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ki, Sri Raghunath Das Goswami ki, Gaur Nitai ki, Sita Ram Lakshmana Hanuman ki, Sri Sri Radha Ras Bihari ji ki, Pani Hati Chidadahi Festival ki, Nitai Gaura Premanande.